Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we discuss about with in our part of SQL series. So day 6. In day 6, we have covered as mainly joins. So let's look into the joins concept. It's a very most important concept in SQL part, the joins. So let's look into the joins part, understanding and using SQL joins. So here, first of all, what is the join or what are joins? So joins are used to combine information from multiple tables in a single query. That means we have to get the information from two tables and combine in a single part. That is single table. So they allow you to relate data from different tables based on a common column. So how will join the based on? So the condition is on condition on a common column condition. That is the join. We had to get the information. Okay, so that is the first part of what is the join. And next, what types of joins? So types of joins are mainly in SQL. We'll use mainly inner join, left join, right join, and full join. So again, some other joins also there, but that is self join and cross join. So those I'm not including this part of video. So this part of video, clearly we are concentrating on inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join. Okay. So let's look into first inner join. So inner join called as mainly, it returns only the rows where there is a match in both tables. So both tables match. So for example, employee ID 1 in left table, in right table, employee ID 1. So if both records are matched, those particular record will get. That is called as the inner join. Similarly, left join. So that is left outer join. Okay. So it returns all the rows from the left table as usual. So left table as usual we will get, and the right table only the matched records from the left table. So like inner join. Okay. So left table as usual, and we'll get the left table plus inner join. Or else we'll say it returns all the rows from the left table and matched rows from the right table. Okay. And what about the unmatched rows? So unmatched rows will display as the null. Unmatched rows from the right table return null. Vice versa with the right join. Okay. So right join called as mainly, first it will consider as right table as usual and left table matched records. Unmatched records null. Next, look into the full outer join. So in this full outer join called as, so it's a mix of inner join, left join, and right join. So first of all, condition one is it returns all the rows when there is a match in one of the tables. Okay, and unmatched rows from both tables return null. That is next. How joins are work? So a join is based on condition on. So we'll write the on condition. So that is condition called as, so within the both tables will match one column. So a join is based on a condition that matches a column from one table with a column from another table. Okay. So for example, the order of tables in a join can affect the result when using left or right joins, but not in the inner joins. So order is impacting only left join and right join only, but not for the inner join. Okay. Next. So for this joins, to execute the scenarios, we required some join tables. Okay. So like the tables I'm taking with some sample tables. So creating necessary tables and inserting data. So these tables I have considered. So first I have dropped with these tables and creating freshly. So first employee table, and in employee table inserting data, sales table inserting data, city table and insert data, country, and insert data, seats and insert data, boarding passes and insert data, movies and insert data, customers and insert data, addresses and insert data, up to this one. Now we'll look into the some scenarios with the join examples. Okay, so first we'll look into the inner join. So inner join called as mainly it fetches the rows with matching values in both tables. For example, I want to join with select star from employee. Okay, if I execute this part, I'll get the employee ID, first name and last name. Okay, and another query called as select star from we'll consider as sales table. So in sales table, sales ID, employee ID, amount to city ID is there. Okay, but if you look into these two tables, now I want the information like first name, employee last name with amount, how much sales amount. Okay, for example, John, how much sales amount? Emily, how much sales amount? I want to get the sales amount. Okay, so first name, last name is available in one table, amount is available in another table. Okay, but I want to get three columns in one table. In one scenario, I will see the all three columns only. Okay, so how will write? So here we have the in this table employee ID is there, in employee table, in sales table also employee ID is there. So based on condition is will cover as employee ID. Okay, now I will write as select. First we'll write as so in employee table, or else we'll write separately only above table for that one. First I will write as employee first name and last name. First name, comma, last name, comma, and we need amount. From which table first we have to write? Any table will collect. Here there is no specific order. Employee. Okay, from I'll write this one. Employee. Join. Now I want to join with the table name. So which table? I want to join with sales table. So let's write the employee join with sales. Now we'll create the one aliases. It's easy to write with the extension part. Okay, so for that aliases I'm creating employee E, sales yes. Okay, on. Now we'll write the on condition. So condition called as on which condition? Employee ID. So on E dot employee ID equal to S dot employee ID. Okay, so if this condition is satisfied, then we'll pick the this joint tables. Okay, first it will execute this condition with these two tables. Okay, now here I have taken as employee E, sales yes. So first name we are getting from employee table E dot, last name we are getting E dot last name, amount we are getting sales table S dot amount. If I execute now this one, I'll get three records: first name, last name, and amount. Okay, so this is the so we are how we are this query executing called as mainly based on the employee ID. So if the employee ID is matched, that particular record will show. So for example, if employee ID John 1, so 1 in same table, sales table 1. So it is matching. So then it will return as so first name, last name, and amount 1500. Okay. Next, we'll look into another example that is the left join. Okay. I will get this one same thing. copy. Okay. Here I will use with left join. I'm just writing with left keyword in place of join. So above I am not written anything. Okay. You can write with inner join also, no problem. Join, if you write join or inner join, both are same only. But in left join, we'll write as left keyword. So in this left keyword, what the scenario called as mainly. So left table as usual. Okay. So whatever the matched records from the right table, that will take with the display the output. And remaining unmatched records, it will display as null values. So in this case, I'm trying with the same thing. Okay. So here I'm getting the same result only because of there is no unmatched records. Okay. So if you are dealing with large or more number of data, large number of data, then at the time you will get with the null values. Okay. So right now I have no null values. So like inner join, I have get the same output because of the I have very limited number of records. Next, we'll look into another example, that is the right join. Okay. So I'll copy this one, right join. In place of left, I will write as right join. So in this right join, so this employee table as the right side. No. Employee table is left and sales table is right side. So, but right side sales table as usual, employee table left side only matched records will get, and unmatched records will get the null. So if I execute this one, I'm getting this way result. You just check with some different number of records we have to insert and check with the difference. And let's look into the full outer join. So full outer join will write as this way. Okay. So in full outer join, for time being, I'm taking this same thing. Later I will look into the some scenarios part. For time being, the basic part I'm writing how we'll write the join. So in full outer join, I'm writing with full outer join. So if I execute, now I will get the some null values. Okay, because in this my table, only 4 records is there. 4 records are getting matched. So there is no null values. Okay. Later we'll see the some scenarios. Okay. Now we'll look into other scenarios called as so up to we had discussed as joins, left join, right join, full outer join. Okay, and inner join also covered. Inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join. Now we are concentrating some scenarios part. So scenarios are joining employee, city, and country tables. So here I'm concentrating 3 tables we had to join. Okay. So joining, one is the employee table, city table, and country table. So let's look into select. So employee table we know. I'll check with select star from city. So in city table, I have the country ID is there, city ID is there. I'm checking with on condition which columns are suitable. Okay. Now I will check with country table. UUNTRY. Okay. So country table, I'm getting country name. So in city table, I have, sorry, one moves went other way. Okay. So city table, I have country ID is there. So in country table, I have country ID. So I'll join with these 2 tables. So city and country will join as country ID. That is city.country ID equals to country.country ID. That is one condition, on condition. And other condition is like this one we're connected. Okay, fine. City to country. And we had to join with employee to city. Okay. So in employee table, I think we have, yeah, this one I'll copy here. In employee table, I have employee ID is there. I think city table, we have employee ID. Okay. So in this case, now how we'll connect? So let's consider as another table. What is the relation of this one? Okay. So if I consider as sales table, I have sales table city ID is there. In employee ID is also there. So if I join employee to sales by using employee ID, after then this one joining based on city ID. Okay. So city ID, I have city ID is there. Okay. So this city ID will connect. So based on city to country will connect as country ID. So that way we have to join. Now write the condition. Select. So first select part, I will get the first name, comma, last name, comma, country name, comma, city name. Just I'm writing some default column names from sales. Yes, because why I am writing the sales code as we have no relation with the employee to city and country direct relation. So that is the reason I'm picking from sales table. Okay. So here from sales table. Now select first name, last name, country name, city name. Okay. I'm getting this error. Okay. Right. So from sales, yes. Okay. Now we'll join as join to this sales table will join to city table. Okay. First I'm writing with city. City will give as alias name CI city on CI dot city ID equal to and S dot city ID. So sales already yes, right? So S dot city ID. So if I execute what, I will get the error because of this first name and last name covered in the employee table. So we'll connect to employee table again. Now again we'll write another condition called as join. Now here we'll try to get the join to city table. I have the employee ID is there, right? Okay, city table, country ID. So let's connect to country ID. So country table. So join country C on or else CO. Let's find CO on country dot sorry on CO dot country ID equal to. Now we have the city table country ID is there. CI dot country ID. Okay. So still I'm getting the error because of first name and last name not connected. Okay. Now one more join I'll get right as join employee. Now in employee table, I have the employee ID is there. So in employee ID, in sales table, employee ID will connect. So employee on. So E dot employee ID equal to S dot employee ID. Okay. Now the error is removed. First name and last name covered in the employee table. So here how the join is working called as first sales table and city table connecting. Next city to country table connecting. Next country to employee table connecting. Okay. So now if I execute this one, I get the first name, last name, country name, city name. So whichever the data is relating to three tables, but we get the data join. So joining three tables, employee, city, and country. But we are relating to sales also in this one indirectly. Okay. Next, we'll look into another scenario using aliases for readability. So this aliases called as, already I have covered this one, right? Aliases. Yeah, this one only, there is no specifically, we are adding the aliases. So for example, alias called as country table name, we are giving the alias name is CO, employee table E, city table CI. So this way we'll give as the aliases. And first name or last name, country name, this one also will give as the aliases. So for example, this one E dot first name and last name was E dot last name. Country name is covering as CO dot country name. And another one city name. So city name will cover as CI dot city name. So now if I execute, I will get the clear. Okay. So this way we'll use as aliases for readability. Now we'll move to expert tips. So the expert tips are mainly performance considerations. So use appropriate indexes on join columns to speed up the queries. So this is one of the most important tip when using with multiple join columns to speed up the queries. We'll use appropriate indexes and understanding the nulls. So be cautious with nulls in outer join as they can lead to unexpected results. So when using with outer joins, so we are cautious with the null points, null values. Next, scenarios. So tables and data insertion. So we have airline ticket categories and seat preferences. This is one scenario. And movie tier list, one scenario. Customer campaigns is another scenario. So we'll look into one scenario first of all, SQL solutions. So this is the scenario I'm getting. First one, challenge one called as airline ticket categories and seat preferences. Okay. So in this part, I'm getting the queries are mainly find how many people choose seats in each category. Okay. Find how many people choose seats in each category. So each category wise, we have to get the seats. So category is mainly available as in which table we have to choose the category. So let's first find the table names. Select star from seats. So in seats table, I have the seat category. So here our question is find how many people choose seats in each category. So seat categories, so business, economy, comfort, and economy business. Okay, some different categories is there. And so here we'll join seats. So seat ID is there, seat line, seat number. Okay, let's this is the seat category. Okay, how many people choose the seats? So this choose the seats is will get the information from this count, how many people choose the seats. So that is based on the boarding ID. So select a star from boarding passes. If I execute this one, so boarding passes ID and seat ID, passenger ID. So if you look into this one, I'm getting the seat ID. Okay. So this seat ID is matching. So based on seat ID, we'll join these two tables and we want the get the information each category. So each category is that is group by. So seat category here duplicate rows is there, right? So we want only each category. So each category means we had to apply the group by. And we want only the count of boarding pass ID. So whoever the boarding pass ID, so based on group, boarding pass ID only, we will get the count. So how many number of people are chosen seats. So let's find this one. Select first I will get the seat category. So seat category, comma, count of, so we get the count from boarding pass ID. Boarding pass ID underscore ID. Yes. Boarding pass ID as passengers. Passengers. Okay. Now, this one we are getting from first seats table. Seats, yes. And we'll write as left join. So left join with, we have to join with boarding passes table. Okay. On. So boarding passes will give as alias BP on BP dot seat ID. So we have in two tables seat ID is there. S dot seat ID. Okay. So if I execute this part, I'll get the error, but okay. So why I'm getting the error called as, we are writing the count and seat category wise. So this category wise group by. So group by on which category? Seat category. So I will writing as seat category. Now we'll create the aliases. S dot seat category. Here also S dot seat category. Here I'm getting the boarding pass ID as BP dot boarding pass ID. If I execute now, I'll get the count. So if you see the count, seat category, business category, boarding pass, used passengers, count of 1, comfort as 1, economy is 3. So this is the one example. And next example, we'll see the find which seat has been chosen most frequently, including seats that have never been booked. Again, we'll see find which seat has been chosen most frequently. So which seat has been chosen frequently called as, we'll check with the seat number and including seats that has never been booked. So and which line also we had to, that is important. So which seat line is never booked. Okay. So first here we have to use the tables called as, so above same thing, seats table and boarding passes. Okay. So I will just use with the same thing. Okay. So we need, first of all, seat category is not required here in this part, in this scenario. I'll remove this part. Okay. And here we required seat line, S dot seat line, S dot seat line, comma. We need count also required. So count of this boarding pass ID. And one more part is S dot seat number. Seat number. So which seat is filling most frequently? Okay. Okay. Now left join with the same thing. Condition is same thing. Okay. And now we have to use the group by. So group by, how we'll write? So here we are adding in the select part to select seat line and seat number. So the same thing I'll copy in the group by. Okay. So if I execute this part, okay, I'm getting this seat line, seat number and passengers. Okay. Now, for example, I want this, how will say, this is bookings. This is not passengers, as will rechange to bookings. Okay. For example, this I want the descending order, like which one, the question is here, find which seat has been chosen the most frequently. So that we need. So here we'll write as order by this bookings. DESC. If I execute this one, I'm getting the bookings this one. So now seat line B, so seat line B, seat number 2, 2 bookings. So this is the most frequently way. Okay. So that is the method we have to follow with this one. And look into another scenario called as, so find which seat line A, B up to H has been chosen most frequently. So most frequently, uh, I think this is the same scenario. Little bit changes will do. Okay. See, I'm not feeling well. Please bear with my voice. Okay. So seat line, we'll get the seat line, and here we don't want required with those seat numbers and so on, and we need count. So count from bookings, and we'll do the left join from sales table to boarding passes on this ID. That is same. Now we'll change with the group by. So group by will do as only this part. So I'm removing this group by. Now this one bookings. So bookings are, I want only order by descending order. So if I execute this part, so see, question is find which is seat line A to B H has been chosen most frequently. So most frequently, this is the way. So seat line first B, first bookings we are getting 2 bookings. So that is B. Next remaining bookings are this one C, D, A. Okay. Right. So this is regarding the which database, airline ticket categories and seat preferences. Now we'll look into the movie tier list. So in movie tier list, so we have the table called as the movies table is there. Okay. So from the movies table, we'll get the movie tier list, create a tier list for the movies. So tier list called as we had to create the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Okay, so earlier I think we had done this type of scenarios like case statements, tier 1. So if rating is this and our length equals to this one, then this is the tier 1. So like what? Like that, we had to write the case statement. So first here, I will write as select a star from movies. So I have movie ID, title, rating, description, length, rental date. Okay. So now I want select title, comma. Here I will write as case when rating equals to or rating in. If rating equals to means only you are specifying one value. If rating in, you are considering multiple values. Okay. So if rating in PG, comma PG 13 or length greater than 210. So length is here, we have length column is there. Okay. And rating column. So rating is this one. Okay. I'm considering. Then tier 1. Okay. When, or else copy this entire thing. Quickly will finish. So rating, in place of rating, here I'm using with another column, description. Description like drama percent colon, and here I'm using and operator. So both combination. So in the above condition, only either one. But in this case, we consider as both. So and length greater than 90 will consider. Then tier 2, again, same thing. Like length less than or equals to 90, then we'll consider as tier 3. And one more condition, when up to this one. Okay. We'll write as rental rate greater than 1 or else less than 1. We'll consider less than 1. We'll remove this part. Then tier 4. Okay. So again, I will check with the case condition. When rating in this one or length greater than 210, then tier 1. When description like drama and length, this one tier 2. When description like this one, tier 3, and this one as tier 4. Then end as tier. Okay. Now from movies. Okay. Now all errors gone. Now if I execute this part, I'll get the title tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Okay. Now we have to filter this one. Okay. So filtering is mainly where and so this one will use the braces also better in case here under our multiple conditions, right? So for that reason, I am using the braces also. This one I will put here. Okay. And similar thing. This one also. There is no confusion if write this way. Now I want to use with the this one. So if this is the case where this one or this one or this one or this one. Okay. Now if we execute this part, we'll get the exact result. So null values will remove. So earlier null values came, right? So tier 1 this way. And another scenario, that is the customer campaigns. So I think this video is some little bit lengthy. Please bear this one some because of we have added with some scenarios part here. Okay, let's find the quickly customer campaigns. So in this customer table, we'll get with the find customers from Texas. Find customers from Texas for the phone call campaign. So in this case, mainly this is simple one only. Select a star from customer. If I do this, okay, so Texas, we need Texas, right? District. So but in this one, there is no information, right? Column district. I think we had to create one more table. Okay, this one. Create. There is already database. Yeah, district is available. If I insert this one, key constraint. Okay. Duplicate key. This table is customers. Okay, okay, got it. So I think I am using with customer. Let's use with customers table. Okay. Yeah. So we get this one. So we had to filter the details called as the find the customers from Texas for the phone call campaign. So we'll get the details of, for example, select. I want to get the first name. Select the first name, comma last name, comma phone number, comma, and another column I need district from customers. Okay. If I execute this part, I'll get the details of about with all the 4 columns. Now I want to filter this one where district equal to, I want Texas. So copy Texas and paste it. Okay. If I execute this part, I'll get the only Texas details. Okay. So first name, last name, John Carlos. Okay. Now we'll look into the one more scenario, that is the check for old addresses not related to any customer. So any customer. So here the tables are 2 tables we are clearly mentioning. So one is addresses table and other one is customer table. So let's find this one. Select, we'll get the address, comma, from this one as addresses. Okay. So if I execute, I will get the address details. Okay. Now I'll use with left join. So here I'll write as customers, not customer, customers table, customer C on P dot customer ID equal to, yeah, addresses A dot customer ID. Okay. Now we'll write the filter condition where C dot customer ID is null. Okay. Customer ID is null. So if I execute this part, I'll get the only one record. So this way we'll try to get with the check for old addresses not related to any customer. And last one, find customers from Brazil. So find customers from Brazil. This one, same thing, looks like the same thing. This one we are using with first name, last name. We'll get the country details. So here I will write as country from customers. If I execute this part, I will get the this one, first name, last name, country. So here I want only Brazil. So that is country. So here I will remove this part, country, COUNTRY, country equals to Brazil. So just copy this one and paste it. If I execute this, okay, I will get the Brazil details. So this way we'll get the all the queries information. So here in this scenario, in this video is lengthy, but I'm trying to put in the multiple scenarios based on the previous all concepts and mostly join. Okay. Almost 90% of the queries are covering with the joins and 10% covering with where clause, order by, some of them are group by. Okay, relating that information. Okay, so I will share this code in the Google Drive link. So the file name will give as day6.txt file. Okay, clearly given the same thing, whatever the code I have executed, the same code I will share in the Google Drive link. Okay, thank you for watching. So please like and subscribe if you like the content, and if you have any questions in that one, please post in the comment. So how it is the video, whether it is good or not. Okay, please comment. So based on your comments, I will try to improve the video quality. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.